static versus dynamic. So the environment can change while the agent is deliberating. Then we say that the environment is dynamic environment. Means the environment is changing from one state to other state when the agent is deliberating. Then we say that the environment is dynamic for that agent. Otherwise, if it is not changing, the environment is not changing, then we call it a static environment. The static environments are easy to deal with because agent need not keep looking at the world while it is deciding on an action, nor need it worry about the passage of time. Because what happens here, the agent is in dynamic, what happens, the environment is changing, yes or no? So we have to keep the track of environment, whereas in static, agent need not look about its environment because environment is not changing, okay, and the agent is also no need to worry about the time passage. So it can take its own time to take the actions also in the static environment because time process does not affect the performance of environment in the case of static. Okay, so because time is also a very important criteria when we discuss about dynamic systems. Okay, dynamic environment are continuously asking the agent what it wants to do. If it does not decide yet, that counts as deciding to do nothing. Okay, so what is dynamic environment? The dynamic environment will be changing with the agent deliberating the actions, yes or no? So that is why dynamic environment will be continuously asking the agent what it wants to do. So for example, if agent does not decide yet, so what it assumes that, it assumes that deciding to do nothing, it counts as deciding to do nothing. That is also drawback. Okay, it has to perform some action, it has to have an idea what it has to perform in the dynamic environment. So if the environment itself does not change with the passage of time, but the agent performs code does, then we say that the environment is semi-dynamic. So when we say that semi-dynamic, so the environment does not change with the time. Okay, the stage of environment does not change with the time, but what happens here, the performance, agent performance, that is agent's code will be changing. That time, what is this called? Semi-dynamic environment. Okay, now we'll see the examples here. Taxi driving is dynamic environment because see here, for every action, whatever action it is taking, the environment will be changing. Okay, so taxi driving is dynamic environment, whereas chess, when played with a clock, okay, so when chess is played with a clock, it is semi-dynamic environment because when time passes, if time passes, what happens here? The performance will be reduced, yes or no? So performance code depends on time. So chess when played with a clock is semi-dynamic environment, whereas crossword puzzle, here it is static environment because the environment does not change here. Okay, it is static with time. It is a single agent. No? It is single, only one person will be playing crossword puzzles. So in that case, these are the static environment. Now I'll discuss what is discrete versus continuous environment. So discrete or continuous distinction, how we'll be doing, it is done based on the state of the environment, whether the states are discrete states or continuous states. So based on the states of the environment, to the time, to the way the time is handled, how the time is handled, and to the percepts and the actions of the agents. So based on percepts and the actions of the agents also, the task environment will be categorized as discrete and continuous. Okay. So how it will be categorized? By using the state of the environment, how the state is changing. Okay. So then how the time is handled and how the percept and actions of the agent will be taken. If it is taken in terms of steps, then we call it as discrete. If it is taken continuously, then we call it as continuous. Okay. Then the state of the environment is changing continuously, then we call it as continuous task environment. Otherwise, we call it as discrete task environment. Okay. The example here is the discrete state environment such as chess game. Chess game is having steps, no? it will be having finite number of steps here. So that is why chess game is discrete state environment, such as a chess game has finite number of distinct states. It will be having finite number of distinct states. That is why the chess game is discrete state environment. Whereas taxi driving is continuous state and continuous time problem, because the speed and location of taxi are continuous values and taxi driving actions are also continuous. Okay, so that is why taxi driving is continuous state and continuous time problems. Okay, so what are the see here, speed and location will decide the environment, yes or no? So these are the continuous values. And the steering is what? Actuators, yes or no? Steering, angles, etc. The actuators are also continuous. That is why the taxi driving environment is continuous. So depending on state of the environment, whether it is continuously changing or discretely changing, whether how the time is handled and how the percept and actuators are performing, whether it is performing in discrete states or continuous time, then based on that we will be dividing the task environment as discrete and continuous environments. Then here we have single versus multi-agent. So here is agent solving a cross puzzle by itself is clearly in a single agent environment. So here the cross puzzle is solved by itself only. That is why here we have only single agent environment. Whereas agent playing chess is in a two-agent environment, is multi-agent environment, because here two people are playing the two-agent environment. No, it is in the two-agent environment. That is why it is called multi-agent environment. So in the chess, what happens here in the chess? The opponent, for example, B is trying to maximize the performance. Okay, what happens from the rules of the chess? We can say that the performance of A is reduced. Okay, so this type of environment is called competitive multi-agent environment. So competitive multi-agent environment. Here what happens? The performance of one will be, say for performance of one agent is maximizing, means the performance of other agent is minimizing. Okay, so that is why what is this type of agent is called competitive multi-agent environment. For example, in the taxi driver, in taxi driving environment, on the other hand, what we have to do? It has to avoid the collisions, maximizes the performance measure of all the agents, yes or no? So it has to maximize the performance of its own, as well as it has to avoid the collision and maximize the performance of all agents. So it is partially cooperative multi-agent environment. Okay. So what type of agent it is called? Partially cooperative multi-agent environment. Okay. So we have single agent environment. In this, the crossword puzzle is the example where an agent is solving a crossword puzzle by itself only. Then it is the single agent environment. So for example, if you take chess in two agent environment, playing chess in two agent environment, this is the example for multi-agent. More than one agent if it is involving, then we call it as multi-agent environment. Then we have discussed that there are two types of multi-agent environments, that is competitive multi-agent environment, and we have partially cooperative multi-agent environment. In the competitive multi-agent environment, the performance measure we use to check the performance of each agent. So if the performance of one agent is maximum, means the performance measure of other agent is minimizes. Okay. So that is called competitive multi-agent environment. Then we have partially cooperative multi-agent environment. So the taxi driving is the example for partially cooperative multi-agent environment. Now we just discuss this here. We have discussed fully observable, partially observable, deterministic, stochastic, episodic, sequential, static, dynamic, discrete, continuous, agent, single agent or multi-agent. Okay, so these are the 6 ways we use to classify the task environment. Now, for example, you take crossword puzzle is the agent. Crossword puzzle is the agent. So it is fully observable. Okay, so it will be fully observable because it will get the complete information about the environment to take the actions. Okay, so it is fully observable. And what is this? It is deterministic. We can identify, we can find the what is the, we can determine what is the next stage from the uh, current state. Okay, so from the next state of the environment can be determined from the current state of the environment. So it is deterministic. And it is also sequential. Okay, so it is not episodic, it is sequential type. Okay, so because it is continuous, no, it is sequential type. And it is static because the environment does not change here. The state, because it is not dynamic environment, it is a static environment. And what type of environment it is? Discrete type of environment. What type of agent here? It is single agent, because it is single agent performing, playing the crossword puzzle by itself only. Now we take chess with a clock. The task environment here is chess with a clock. So if you take this, it is fully observable environment. Chess with a clock is also fully observable environment because all the sensors are working. It will get the complete information about the environment. Okay, and it is called strategic. So what is strategic? I told you strategic is that the environment is deterministic except for the actions of other agents. So that is why it is strategic environment. Okay, and it is sequential again. It is a sequential type, and it is semi-dynamic. So this environment is semi-dynamic because the clock is involved. No? So that is why it is semi-dynamic, and it is also a discrete type of environment, and it is multi-agent environment. Okay, and we'll discuss what is taxi driving. Taxi driving. So in the taxi driving, it is partially observable because okay, it cannot predict what it is going on. Means some of the information it will not get. Okay, so it is partially observable. So if since it is partially observable, it is also stochastic.